Apocalypse Pots videos are normally about mixing brands, so you got something better than you originally would have. But this time I've got the same brand, which is the Zebra billycan, and what I've done is poked a few holes in the pans and to make a boiling vessel, a steamer, and another steamer on top of that. Now this is good for wild camping, but also if you've got a motorhome as well, you could do this. And also, people haven't got much money these days, so you could do this at home as well, because what you're doing, or what you're saving, is you're cooking 3 bits, possibly 4 bits actually, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 bits if you like, under one heat source, okay, instead of using more gas or more whatever the heat source is. So I'll go and show you what I've done and make a meal and try and make it good, yeah, edible that is. So what I've got here is the 14 centimeter Zebra billycan and the 12 centimeter Zebra billycan, and also inside of that I've got the pan and the lid of the 10 centimeter Zebra billycan. Okay, so what I've done is I've made a hole in the top of the lid there, so the steam comes out, and then holes in the pan there so the steam comes through. That was my best attempt. And I've got the same with this one, hole in the lid, hole in the pans, and the same with this one, holes in the pan and a hole in the lid so the steam comes through. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to use the 14 centimeter, okay, and I'm going to use the 12 centimeter pot, the pan if you like, and that's how you do it really. That's all it is. So you can boil something in there, you've got a steaming vessel there, and you've got a steaming vessel there, and it's all under one set of heat. And it's quite possible to get the 10 centimeter one and put that on top as well, so you've got 1, 2, 3 steaming areas and 1 boiling area. So, and it does work, so I actually use this at home. Now if you're going to do this over a fire, then you've got to be careful. If that's fire dislodges the balance of this, it's all going to come off, okay, so just bear that in mind. So there you go, that's the setup, and now I'll attempt to make a nice meal. Oh yes, I forgot to say, the same thing could be done with the 12 and the 10 on their own as well, if you're a single person, or you like your pots to be smaller and lighter or something like that. So yeah, you could do it with the 12 centimeter and the 10 centimeter setup as well. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get the eggs in there, in the pan, the 14 centimeter pan. Now you could put 4 eggs in the 12 centimeter pan and 3 eggs in the 10 centimeter pan, okay. And also you could travel with this food like this in here as well. Just pack it out with a bit of grass and stuff to stop it breaking. So I'll get that on there now, because it's all bloomed and sort of going like. There's another thing. You've probably noticed I've taken the baling arm off. Well, I did that ages ago. I prefer to use one of these, because pouring water out, balancing it on sticks is just not, I don't like it. Okay, it's no good. And anyway, I'm going to steam them for 10 minutes, and in that time I'll be putting this in, a bit of noodles sort of things, and a bit of veg as well. bit of broccoli. So, and I'll cook it all up just to prove that it works really. So that's that. Yeah. Right, we're about halfway through now. So what I'm going to do is get these sort of noodle things on, and then get this veg over on the top. So let's do that. Now this I prefer to use these with zebra billy cans and not faff about, because everything gets hot. So just get that off there. Get that off there. Get them in there. What's a nice smell. Might give them a little stir actually. Not the most healthiest as meal. I don't eat these sort of noodle things. I eat better than this. But you know, when you're out here, doesn't matter, you know. So anyway, let's get that on there, and that, as you've seen earlier, placed on the top. There you go. Now, I do this at home as well, so I'm quite used to this, and it works a treat, it does. Rubbish away. I mean, there's all sorts of meals you can make, you know. At home I normally put rice in there, boil the rice, steam a breast of chicken, and that's that, and then put the curry sauce in a different pot and heat that up on a different ring line. But that's at home, isn't it? So anyway, there's also, I mean, you could put root veg in there, wild roots, wild veg, you know, whatever your wherever your imagination takes you, isn't it? You know, so it's quite good. Yeah, but this is what I do with zebra billy cans, because all this gets hot, and you just, you know, with a baling arm gets hot as well. So you're holding the baling arm with a stick, and another stick you're tilting it over and all sorts. It just doesn't work in my mind. So that's what I do. Okay, hopefully you can see the steam coming out that hole there. Now if there's any moisture that builds up in that dip, obviously it's going to roll back in the hole, so you don't lose too much moisture. And well, it's a bit windy here today, so it probably won't, but in the house it does a little bit. Now, as you can see, I could very easily put something inside that 10cm pan of the zebra billy can and cook something else as well, but not today. So there you go. It's so far so good, as I know anyway, because I use it in the house. Oh, hot. Yep, that's done. Definitely. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the eggs in with the noodles and chop it all up. Chop this up as well, put it in with the noodles, and then give it one final sort of blast with the heat. And that's it, heat it up. Eat it up, I mean, while the water's on. So there's the eggs all done. I'll just yeah, definitely, yeah, done, and it's getting hot in my left hand. Done. That's it. Okay. Ooh, hot. Let's get this off. get that back on, and I'll come back to you. I'm going to chop them up and chop the veg up as well, and I'll come back to you. So I'm just going to cut this final egg up into bits, and then I'll cut the veg up and get that in the pot. And like I said, I'll give it one more blast with the heat, and then the happy days. There you go. I lost a bit. Might put a little bit of water with that, just a tiny splash, just to stop it from burning on the bottom. Thing is with these pots, they're pots made for outdoor cooking really, so that the bottom of the pans, the bottom of the pots are not thick like household pots. And also I think they're made for carrying food as well. It's a lunchbox, isn't it? Made of stainless steel, they're really good actually, and they'd probably last forever if you bought one of these. So let's just put this together, get this back on the heat. Right, let's get this going again. I've just refilled that. So, okay, let's get this water in here. Little bit of moisture. That'll do. Get you there. Get you stirred up a bit. I mean, this is a main meal now. If you know, this would be a main meal for the evening. I like to have the midday snack non-cookable. But then you got this. Get this on there. Get that on there. Keep the dirt out. There you go. Look at that final blast. And then I'll get the tea on and eat that. So far so good. Okay, that's done. Since I've videoed last, I give it a few stirs as well, or a couple of stirs. So that's real hot now. So what I'm going to do is eat that up, get the water on, make a cup of tea, and there you go, happy days. That's what it looks like. I've nearly eaten it, nearly gone. This has come to the boil, so I'll get that in there. Couple of sweeteners. Oh, the other way. I'll give it one more. Shall I? No, I'll leave it. Stick that in there. So there you go, there's my rubbish. There's the 14 centimetre all packed away. There's the 10 centimetre in a bag in there, and the 12 centimetre billy can. I'll put them away in a minute. I got a bag for the grid. Oh, there's the Crusader cooking set as well, and the mug and the bottle. And finally the grid. Now I want to say something about this grid. It's got 3 setups. Not supposed to, but it has. You could take the legs off and have the grid on its own, have the grid the way you've seen it in the video, and have it like this, the legs like this. And what happens is these legs are spring loaded, so you can just press it and take them out, turn them round, and they'll go flat like in the video. So there you go, that's quite good, and that will go in that bag nicely. So there. Anyway, leave no trace, get rid of that, cover it over, and thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe and all that lovely stuff, and see you on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers.